Hello, everybody. Well, this is Neni Carolina Chacin, and again another episode of Songversation. And today is Thursday, almost near the weekend. But who cares about weekend? There's no weekend for us, right? So this is Songversation, where I sing and I coach and I give you some tips about how to survive and prosper during these times, and how to successfully take your life into a new times of a new world where we're all dealing with lots of things going on, right? And I am a software engineer, a singer, and a coach for automating and optimizing your life and business. So here I am, today's conversation, and we're going to talk about harmony and fitness and life and business. And before we start, I want to share with you this song. It's one of my first big solos with the Millennium. Well, actually, it was with the NEC Gospel Choir at the Cathedral of the Holy Cross. It was my first major solo with the choir to all the different choirs in the city that had gathered for the Jubilee, where it was a big concert where all the gospel choirs in town were supposed to showcase the best selections, and we got to sing 2 selections, and I was the soloist selected for this particular song. And I wanted to sing it because the song is very special to me. And it goes like this. You are my symphony, yeah. Perfect in harmony, yeah, you are. You are my melody forever. That's why I sing, Lord, you are my song. You are my symphony, oh, perfect in harmony. Lord, you are my melody forever. That's why I sing, Lord, you are my song. No other song compares to you. No other praise be strong as you. Your spirit speaks peace to my soul. That's why I sing, Lord, you are my song. You're the tone of power in the key of honor, filled with glory. Lord, you are my song. You're the tone of power in the key of honor, filled with glory. Your Lord, you are my song. For your endless mercy and your loving kindness pull my heartstrings daily. Lord, you are my song. You're the tone of power in the key of honor, filled with glory. Lord, you are my song. So I did a little arrangement because it's supposed to be with a choir behind me, and there are different parts and different key changes. It's a beautiful harmony gospel song, but I wanted to do that little solo for you guys, because today we're going to talk about the harmony, the fitness, the life, and the business. Now, you notice today I have this one run for Boston. This is a little t-shirt from a little relay run that was done from LA to Boston, and I participated in the last part of it in Massachusetts. And as a result, I created an amazing network of runners and friends and athletes that are still my friends since 2013. And we sometimes work out together. But of course, since I've been in Paris on and off with Boston for 5 years, then I haven't really trained with them lately. But now that I'm back in Boston, I hope to see everybody more often, and also at the beach. So this morning I went to try to swim in the beach and find some teammates to see if I can swim together in a team, because it's not good to swim in open water by yourself. Well, you can guess why, but there are white sharks out there. So we have to make sure that we're all together so that we can watch for each other. It's not okay to swim by yourself in an ocean. But yes, being in harmony with your life, your business, and your fitness, it means that you're going to do daily what it takes to keep your fitness. I mentioned before that I learned how to bike at 40 years old, and I bought my bike that I actually built with my own hands from the internet. Sorry about that. Got a little bit of phlegm in my throat that I needed to clear up. But in 2 months, I built that bike, and I bought it from the internet in parts. And in 2 months, I had learned how to bike on my own and then raced my first triathlon in September. So I bought it in June, and by September, I was doing a triathlon. And I wasn't happy with that, but I joined a second triathlon the same month. So I did 2 triathlons in 1 month. In the first time in my life, for the first time ever, and I was only 40 years old. And I tell you this, if you have the will, if you put your mind together, if it's something that you really want to, you will do whatever it takes. You will do whatever it takes when you really want it. If you don't want it badly, you won't do whatever it takes. So harmony, it really is nothing. Harmony is whatever you make of it. Because when you do whatever it takes to do business, to take care of your health, to do fitness, and to mix your life and your business to the best, it only happen to succeed, and it will only succeed if you do whatever it takes. But if you only do whatever it takes if you really want it badly. At 40 years old, I really wanted to get back into shape because I've never really been very fat. I've always been very slim. And after the surgery from the cancer, I really wasn't happy with the way my body looked. So I decided I'd go into a diet where I would not interfere with my fitness. I would not be competing a diet to lose weight at the same time of a diet to put my muscles into the tone that I wanted. So I first did the diet to lose the extra weight. I was obese at the time. And then I lost the weight for 1 year before that. And by 2009, I was ready to do the fitness hardcore. And I really wanted it badly. I wanted to be looking like Wonder Woman. I wanted to have a great body, and I was never super, super extra fat, but I did lose 35 pounds. Can you imagine? So after I lost 35 pounds, I still had like at least 10 or 15, almost 20 pounds extra to lose. But I was already on the normal, I was not in the obese, I was like in the borderline overweight. So I wanted to continue the fitness, and I did whatever it took. I started very slow. I put goals that I could reach. I put small goals that I could reach, but I was consistent. Remember that every time I say something about harmony, about fitness, about business, and about life, is about having a consistent change and persistent action every single day for a long, long, long time. For example, I've been following my coach since 2017. And maybe, I don't know, JT, if you listen to this, but I always am listening, and I'm consistent, and And I don't drop off and hop on. I don't drop off. I just go and go little by little, implementing all the things, trying to work hard, trying to do everything, and I don't give up. So having consistency and having persistence in your goals, in setting the goals to a point where they are realistic, goals that are realistic. When I started with the fitness and have harmony in my life with the work, I was working full time, I was singing full time at night. So how do I fit my fitness goals and have harmony in my life? Well, I did it very small. So every day I would do 5 minutes. See, 5 minutes is not too much, but little by little, I started in January. And I was doing 5 minutes of running. I never really ran before. I didn't like to run. Still don't like to run. But 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes until in June, I had my first 5K. And I was like choking. My job actually sponsored a 5K for the work. And I remember it was so hard. I think I finished in like 45 minutes, 5K or something like that. It really, really slow. And I was choking. And I was in the bad shape. I didn't know. I didn't have a coach. I just went online, whatever, in active.com, I think it was a website, and I learned whatever I needed to learn, but I didn't really learn much. And I didn't know I had to be like this, standing up so that I can have breathe. At the end, I was really suffocating myself. So I didn't know much, but on my own, little by little, I did a 5 minutes until I could do my couch to 5K. And then I also was doing spinning class once a week, every Sunday, as slow as I could. The spinning instructor could say whatever. I was going at my own pace, little by little, so I don't hurt my legs, so that after the spinning class, I wouldn't be so in pain that I would like to come back. I love the music. I love the instructor. So I go, so I know that people cannot go to the gym right now, but if you have a bike, you can it's summer now, so we can actually go for a little bike. You can do just 5 minutes, 15 minutes. And then the swim, the same thing. I would do maybe 15 minutes or 10 minutes, just a few laps at the beginning. I couldn't really do a whole lap without breathing, or a whole lap without stopping, I should say. And now I can do 2 hours of swimming in a lake without stopping. So, that's pretty remarkable, if you consider where I came from. So harmony only mattered because I did what it took, because I really wanted to do it. I did everything that it took. I really wanted to do it. If you don't want it really bad, then you don't have the energy and the desire to do it. So that's how I did my fitness at the beginning. And then how did I keep it? How did I do the fitness and harmony and life and business after that? Well, after I trained enough, after I started getting better and better and better, I definitely got a coach. I felt that I could not advance by myself anymore. So I did as much as I could do without spending on a coach. And once I learned as much, and I saw that I needed somebody that could guide me, and I hired a coach. I hired a fitness coach, Robert Sully, Bob, my coach, and he was also my spinning instructor. And I didn't know he was also a triathlete, and he was actually winning, and he was great at swimming. So I related with him, and he taught me a little bit better to stop and start in the bike. We went out on some bike rides. I got some extra classes from him to get on that. I got faster as well. I did some visualizations and some special techniques from Ted McGrath and how to visualize myself running faster, because I had reached a plateau. I couldn't run any faster than 9 minutes, and I was really frustrated, and nothing that I did would reduce that time. So then I started doing the intermittent, the high interval training, and high intermittent training, and then that worked, and then I could finally get it down to 7. Like, it was really just a visualization. I did a whole meditation visualization based on Ted McGrath's coaching that he did for Kerry Sullivan, and he did that to him, and then they explained how they did that. Was another coach. So I learned that technique. I visualized myself, and from zero, like, I stood up, and next morning I did it, and I went from 9 minutes to 7 just from the visualization and visualizing my best self doing that. So a lot of my coaching experiences came from having the coaches during my fitness training to become a triathlete. I had never really raced in my life. I've never really done anything like that. And I think the only race I've ever done had been when my parents put me in a swimming pool to learn how to swim. And at the end of the week-long teaching or the week-long class, we had to do a race or something like that. But I was probably 11 or 12 or something like that. But I loved the water. And then I realized that I was really, really good at the water. But I got a swimming coach as well, just to figure out how to optimize my stroke. Then I got into Terry, the total immersion swimming coach, and actually got a coach lessons from a master class from him. That was amazing, and I advanced even more. And that was before even going to after going to Alcatraz. I swam Alcatraz twice, all the way from Alcatraz to the Bay, and I did the triathlon 2 times. And that was I climbed the Presidio, the Presidio Park, and that was also amazing. And all that on my own, with my own dedication. But I really got into the coaching, getting coaches and seeing how I can advance so much more with a coach during this time. And then I started looking for other coaches in other areas of my life. Well, what if I have a spiritual coach? What if I have a mindset coach? And that's where I started to gravitate towards, looking for mindset coaches online and trying to doing the same thing. I'm going to go and learn online and with books and everything as much as I could and apply it. Nothing works, and the harmony becomes perfect in harmony, like the song I sang, only if you apply the things that you learn, you listen, you read, or you look in this video, right? So I urge you to apply everything that you listen to here. Like, try to apply it in your life. How can you do the same thing in your life? Maybe it's not in athletics, maybe it's not in fitness, maybe it's in the business, maybe it's in your life, maybe it's in your personal relationship. But I definitely did learn a lot about how a coach helps me advance at a massive speed. So I started changing more and realizing more things about myself, changing more mindset, becoming stronger, realizing my potential more and more, advancing in my fitness. By the time, I think 2011 was there, 2 years after I started the fitness and triathlons, I was like super like hard rock. I even had I had a 4-pack, not a 6-pack, but I had a 4-pack that I've never had in my life. I've done, like I said, I've never been obese and everything. I've been skinny, but being skinny doesn't mean that you're fit, like you have the tones. And I was listening to a coach the other day online, with one of my intelligent millionaire network friends, Stephanie in Germany, and she had a guest, and he said, is a fitness celebrity, and he said in his Instagram live that fitness is the only thing that you can wear, and this is the proof of the result. So I decided to talk. That's why I decided to talk today about that, because really in business, you can say you're successful in business, but unless, like he said, unless you show your bank account, unless you show the things that you've been able to achieve, purchase or something, which is what a lot of the gurus do. They show whatever they can purchase so that you can see that they have the wealth, if they can purchase that means they have extra wealth. That's the only way to prove, because they're not going to show you their bank account. But that's not a good way, right? Because that's a show off. It's like a little bit of like, ostentation or something like that. But fitness, when you want to have a result in fitness and harmony in your life and body, everything, you wear it in your body. The way you look, the way you smile, the way you're looking fit, you're wearing some nice suit or your nice dress or whatever you want to wear that looks nice on you, when you have strong arms and you have toned muscles and you look healthy, you don't look like you're like about to die, like like I look after my period or during my period. But those are the proof that the results that your fitness is doing well. It's the only thing that you can really show, and that it shows the results. You cannot hide, you cannot be obese and be a fitness coach, because that doesn't make sense, right? Like the same thing for the business coaches and all the other stuff, or a spiritual coach, a mindset coach. They actually have to, they have to emanate this peace, this togetherness. And that's really hard, to show the proof. Here is, I've achieved this, and I can teach you what I've achieved. And I think is the thing that I've always said, I grow, you grow. And whenever I learn something, I apply it to my life, I master, and then I teach it. And whatever I am learning, I share it so that you can learn it too. So in this case, we're talking about harmony and fitness in life and business. When you do, so recapping, when you do something consistently, when you really want to do something that you really want to do, you do whatever it takes. When it's really from your heart, like something that you're really interested in, you will really do it. It took me, like I said, two years. And when I realized how much the coaches were helping me, I started getting obsessed about coaches, obsessed about getting information about coaches. And whatever coach I can get for free, I will get it. Online, free masterclass. There were tons of masterclasses. This is like back in 2012 to 13 and then 14. And then when I figured out that I could actually be paid to be me, I said, I want to be paid to be me. I want to be paid to show everybody what I can do that you also can do. And then I quit my job after I realized that it was a waste of time for myself, and that all my time needed to be devoted to serve all the people that needed my message. And I quit and I started doing the business. I probably didn't do it the best way. I quit. I had some savings and I had my property in Boston. I had invested in have good investments in property. So I had a way to sustain myself and pay for my property while I was away in Paris. But I soaked up all these artistic things. I focused on myself, on my production and my music. And I searched for coaches. I had this coach in the UK that's the coach for The Voice, and I started working with her. And then I met JT, which is my business coach, and I started following all his teachings, buying his particular programs for coaching every single day, JT Fox Coaching. And I did that, did all three workouts, both workouts, and every single year. And I learned a lot about marketing, about branding. I attended all the free events that I could attend. During these events, I met a lot of people networking, and I realized the power and the value of relationship capital and the value of networking and the value of all that. I created my meetups every month that I was doing in Paris before even meeting JT, and I was getting clients from there. And I started following Jay Shetty, and then I became part of the meetup ambassador for Jay Shetty in Paris and Boston. So I do that also once a month. Now with the COVID, we're actually locked down. We're not allowed to, but we will resume when we can worldwide. And all these networking sessions, allow me to meet other coaches, other people, and do collaborations and business. Like the collaboration I did just a week ago with Dr. Michelle Davis from Germany, the special holistic and integrative medicine doctor, where we talked about from cancer to vitality. And so one of the things that I really wanted to do is always in my coaching is the 360 degrees where you have harmony and fitness and life and business. So how do you have harmony? Because you need to work, you need to produce some money and produce some resources to have the life that you want and deserve, but you also need to take care of your own health. Vaccines, no vaccines, virus testing, all kinds of stuff. I don't care. But the thing is, you have to take care of your health, your nutrition, what you eat, what you consume in your life. I talked about this in other conversations. What you consume with your mind, what you consume with your eyes, what you consume with your ears, what you consume with the smells, the taste, and even the environment in the skin, right? Everything. Are you in a place where you are locked up and you have no air, no breeze, no oxygen? Oh. That's what happens when I get excited. I have this thing when I get really excited about something, I start coughing because I don't breathe. My throat gets dry and then I start coughing. So it's an excitement measure. So I'm excited. So like I said, when you have in your skin, if you have a closed environment where there's no air, no breeze coming in, then that affects your skin because your skin needs to breathe, it needs to flow. The first thing I do, if my windows are not open in the morning, at night, then I try to open the windows to get the air flowing because you've been breathing all this recycled air, right? So it's good to air the space. It's good to have good things to look at, beautiful things to look at, harmonious things to look at. I don't like when I go to a place outside my house and if I see dirt, if I see trash, if I see things that are not in harmony, I don't like it. I'm not happy. So that's important. Whatever you see in your eyes, whatever you smell, if there are bad smells, if there's dirt, if there's beautiful flower smells. I try to plant flowers in my house as well so that I can smell the good things. And also the things that you eat needs to be very good. I adapted all my nutrition from when I had cancer to recuperate from the surgery, then to reinforce all my system and immune system. And then I did change drastically when I started training because I knew that I needed enough calories and enough carbs to sustain the training that I was going to go through and the extra calories that I was going to burn by doing cardio work, right? While not compromising my health. So how did I do that? I was by myself. I was cooking for myself. I didn't go out to eat. I love going to restaurants. I love, I'm an Epicurean. I love high-end dining, but I didn't do that. And I only do that in a very, once in a year time, very special occasion now since before the cancer. And also, only if the whole experience is worth it. But I prefer, even the things that I prefer that I make, so beautiful and everything. I like the way I cook better than any of the other chefs. Maybe a little bit presumptuous, but I am actually a good cook, and that's why I got that cooking book out. You try it, it's good. So I'm very good cooking. So there's nothing better than my cooking. So I get spoiled like that. So in any case, I take care of my nutrition, make sure, and I adapt it and I change it every single time. Don't say it's something forever. Nothing is going to be there forever. One routine forever. I change my routine all the time. Like sometimes I feel all of a sudden like I'm stuck. Then I change the routine. I change it. JT says change your routine, and yes, actually I do that. Actually. So I do that all the time. So the next thing would be, I talked about nutrition, what you hear, and then what you hear. What are the sounds that you hear? For example, on the day of the 4th of July, there were fireworks going on since 7 a.m. in the morning. And I kid you not, it didn't stop until 1:30 a.m. that night. I was going insane. There was nowhere I can escape to. Nowhere. In Boston, it was the same. I'm in Revere. They were going off. Da, 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 da. They were like bombs. I could not. I was so stressful, and I closed all the windows just to have some time. There was nothing. It was so loud, so annoying. I just could not. So sound may disrupt you a lot. So if you have kids screaming, make sure you have calming music to get harmony on that. And that also affects your fitness. All these waves that you hear. Try to hear something that you can learn. I'm always listening to things that I can learn. But again, there's nothing but if it doesn't make a difference unless you take action. Sure, if you don't do anything and then at least you're listening to something that is okay, you're looking at this video. Thank you for watching, by the way, my cousin. Hello there. She's watching there on Instagram. Give her a shout out. So it doesn't matter. It's better, sure, if you at least listen to that. But it doesn't matter unless you put it into action. If you don't take action, try to see how that applies to your life. What I'm saying applies to your life. What can you do? What kind of goal that is achievable that you can do within a month, for example? Maybe you can, if you're near water, maybe you can practice going out to swim in the ocean or in a lake, if you can. Maybe you can go there for 5 minutes. Maybe you just get rid of the fear and then go do that. Maybe just 5 minutes every day or once a week, or go for a bike ride or go for a small jog, like very slowly. You don't have to pressure yourself too long. As long as you feel you can do it, that actually is good for your health. So maybe you can have a little goal that is achievable, something that is realistic, and then build it and build it and build it. Remember, it's about consistency and persistence, and something that you can do that you cannot say no to. Whenever I wake up, I listen to my meditations. I actually write down my plan for the next 3 years, and I read it and I listen to it every single morning. And whenever I don't read it, sometimes I decide not to say, okay, I'm not going to listen to today. Let's see what happens. And I go about my day. And then the next day I have to listen to it. And when I listen to it again, I'm like, wow, like, yes, I need to have it in my mind. Because all these things, you'll be connecting with people, with things that you see to get ideas for going forward. Today, I made a lot of progress in some things that I didn't think I would make some progress because I was having a very strong headache. And I took a pill and I feel better. but I'm okay. Anyway, so you have to do whatever it takes to move forward. And you will only do whatever it takes to move forward if you really want it badly. I realized that sometimes I haven't want badly some things in my life because otherwise I am not a millionaire right now, and I would have been a millionaire if I really wanted it badly. But that was not really my goal before. My goal has been always about harmony and life and being okay and having everything that I need to live the life I want and deserve, to have the freedom to do anything that I want, when I want, how I want it. And so far, with my resources, I've been able to have it, except for COVID that doesn't let me go back to Paris. But that I've always done whatever I wanted to do, one way or the other, and I would work for it. And if I couldn't, then I work to have it. And I've done it all my life, and I want you to do it too. And if you need a coach, if you need somebody to listen to you, if you need somebody to put strategies for your life, for your business, to create your brand, to create sales, for training for sales, training for fitness, whatever you need for nutrition, having a whole 360 degrees plan for you so that you can go forward, and with the help of the coach, you can actually take your life by the reins of the horse and go forward and propel. You can always send me a message. You can find me at automateyoursuccesscoaching.com, and you can always get some information there to get a free discovery consultation, and we can work together. So this is all for now for today. Remember, harmony and fitness and life and business, it's not about anything that you balance. It's about, do you do what it takes? And you won't do what it takes unless you really want it badly. So thank you so much for watching. Follow me on all social media if you want to. If you can, you can follow at Neni Chacin. I'm on Instagram and on YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, LinkedIn, Twitch, library.tv, lbr.tv also, and Periscope. And follow me in Facebook and Facebook group if you want to have. I have a special private Facebook group on Fridays or Saturdays. I give a special, unique, exclusive content there once a week for your life and business. And so follow me there. Look for Live Your Dreams group, and you will find me. Thank you so much for watching.